Hello everybody and welcome. This is History Dude, and today we are continuing our History of Battle series with the Battle of Aegospotami. And this battle was a battle that occurred in the Peloponnesian War in 405 BCE. And the Athenians had about 200 warships, with the Spartans having an unknown amount of ships, as this was a naval battle. Now, after its defeat at Syracuse, over here, Athens was seriously weakened, and the Spartans put the city under almost permanent siege by land, so Athens was under siege. All that they needed for a complete victory was to overcome Athenian domination at sea, and Athens survived by importing shiploads of grain from the Black Sea up here, recognizing that if the Spartans cut off that lifeline, it was doomed. Now, under the direction of the Admiral Lysander, the Spartans had their new fleet ready for battle in 406 BCE. Results were at first mixed. Lysander was victorious at Ephesus, only to be removed from his post because Spartan law limited an admiral's command to 1 year. The Athenians then crushingly defeated the Spartans under Callicraticus at Arginusae. In return for funding more shipbuilding in the wake of this defeat, the Persian prince Cyrus insisted on Lysander's return. In 405 BCE, the Athenian fleet established itself at Aegospotami on the Hellespont. Lysander, shadowing their movements but avoiding battle, positioned himself on the opposite shore. He observed that the Athenian soldiers had fixed habits. They set sail each morning, paraded on the sea, then returned to shore for lunch. Lysander saw an opportunity not to be missed. A single scout vessel was sent to watch the Athenian base. When a signal flashed from the spy ship informing Lysander that the Athenians were ashore, the Spartan fleet descended on the enemy, seizing enemy triremes and landing marines to butcher the Athenians on the beach. Only 8 Athenian warships escaped. The following year, facing starvation, Athens surrendered. And here you can see an image of Lysander on a coin, the Spartan admiral. And here you can see the location of Arginusae. And this is where the Athenians crushingly defeated the Spartans under Callicraticus at Arginusae, right here. And this is a depiction of the Battle of Aegospotami. And as you can see, it shows a naval battle, but in reality it was more of a land battle, as they landed on shore onto seizing empty triremes and landing marines to butcher the Athenians on the beach. So that is one thing to consider. Now, this ram, as you can see here, was the main focus of the Greek warship, because the heavy ram on a Greek warship was designed to crash through an enemy vessel's hull, thus sinking it. And this is a depiction of said ram. Now, this is an image of Plutarch, the Greek biographer Plutarch, who lived between 46 to 119 Common Era, wrote about the Battle of Aegospotami in his biography of the Spartan general Lysander. Now, Plutarch was writing about 5 centuries after the Peloponnesian War, but he was a meticulous researcher, and this description is based on contemporary resources. And what Plutarch states is, quote, "The Peloponnesians fell upon the rest of the ships, some of which they took entirely empty, and others they disabled while their crews were still getting aboard. And the men coming up unarmed and in straggling fashion perished at their ships, or if they fled by land, their enemies, who had disembarked, slew them. Lysander took 3,000 men prisoners, and sailed back to the sound of pipes and hymns of victory." And Diodorus Siculus, in the Library of History in the 1st century BCE, stated, quote, The Athenians, panic-stricken at the unexpected move, held out for a short while and then gave way, and at once, some deserting the ships, others the camp, they took flight in whatever direction each man hoped to find safety. So the Battle of Aegospotami was a resounding Spartan victory. And with that, I will end this video, and I will wish you all an awesome day.